Hello everyone. In the last video discussed about the theories of retailing, under that wheel of retailing, and I also discussed about the first phase, that is entry phase, and the key points under the entry phase. In this video I'll continue the same topic, that is the remaining two phases, that is trading up phase as well as the vulnerable phase. So let us see the key points under the trading up phase. Under that, first one, upgrading quality and services. In the introduction phase, he will not concentrate about the qualities or the prices or the services about the product, but his main intention to introduce or giving awareness about his shop or the retailing. In this phase, basically he will concentrate towards the quality of the products and the quality of the services. Why? Because he want to create or make a brand image in the market. So that is why proper informations he will be gathered by the consumers or from the public. On that basis, he want to satisfy the consumer or the customer on the basis of quality of the goods or the better services. So that is why in this phase he will concentrate for the quality as well as better services. Second key point says that moving to upmarket locations. So in this phase it is expanding their business, maybe adding up of the branches or the department or preferring for the franchises. So by means of these they can expand their retail business. So moving to upmarket locations, even another meaning we can say that out of the other competitors, the people are preferring or considering or recognitions towards your product, means that is under the trading up phase. So recognizing in the market comes under the second phase of the wheel of retailing. Next, third one, premium product offerings. In the previous phase they were reduced the prices to grab the people, whereas in this phase they know that the exact customers or the expected customers, so that is why they may increase the prices. So that is why the premium products will be sold to the consumers. So that is why it is their right, or they can make any changes in the prices. The fourth key point is about the brand building. So recognizing the product in the market which makes a brand image in the market. So making a brand image is one of the important point that the retailer have to concentrate. So how he can build the image? By means of giving a proper information, preferring the promotional activities, or making programs to the loyal customers by means of entertainment or giving offers. So by means of these they can make a brand image, or the people will recognize the product in this in the market or in the society. Then comes to the fifth point, differentiation, that is comparing with the competitors. So as he will analyze, or the customer also will make a evaluation why we have to prefer this product, or why we have to choose this shop to purchase. So the differentiation may be in a different way. There are number of factors, maybe on the basis of prices, on the basis of services, on the basis of qualities of goods, or on the basis of the availability of the goods or the choices. So that is why the customers, how they differentiate the different shops, the same way retailers also have to focus that what the competitors are providing and what I am providing to the customer. So on that basis he have to make a differentiations or the segmentations. So what is better from his shop and what the drawbacks in the competitors. In this phase he can make a differentiation, or the customers will make a differentiations in, by means of the comparing with the competitors as well as with the retailers. Then sixth point, higher profit margins. So as expected, the customers will be visiting, they are recognizing the product and they have a good image in the society, means obviously the profit for the company will be day by day it will be increasing, and they have already expanded their business, means the expected profit they can be reachable. So out of certain risk also they can reach the expected profit in this particular phase. Next comes to the last key points under the trading up phase is the expand target audience. So at the first phase it will be a limited places or the limited customers or the people, whereas under this phase they want to make a good awareness or contribute a better benefit to the customer. So they expand their business by means of adding up of the branches or the franchise or collaborating with some other business or the retailers, so that they can expand the business very easily with the limited resources. So this is about the trading up phase, the second phase. Next, the last phase under the wheel of retailing is a vulnerable phase, where we can say it as a decline phase also, because there are a lot of risk and the commitments were very high and the risk also happened very high in this particular phase. So in this phase, as a retailer have to understand, or he have to make an analysis whether to continue the business or the retailing or to wind up the business. So under the vulnerability phase, in this phase the retailers that have gone through the earlier stage, so they are again going back to the introduction or the initial stage or the initial phase of the wheel, starting from the entry phase and progressing through the trading up phase, become more vulnerable to new competitors and market dynamics. So there are a lot of points will be the drawback for the this particular phase, because in the second phase they have a overconfidence or they have expanded their business, but there is some of the branches they don't have a profit, or there is no demand for the product or for the shop. So day by day the risk or the expenses are going up and the expected profits are not reaching. So at that time they are again facing about the decline in the market, or the image will go downward, and the people are concentrating for the competitors, they are getting more influence on the competitors or the new products. So that is why how the competitors has faced in the trading up phase, that phase will be considered in the retailing the third phase. Under the third phase they are facing certain problems or the more risk or the uncertainties. So under the vulnerability phase, there are certain key points that the retailer must know what and all the situations may arises, or how it will be a vulnerability or the trading down. So high cost, maybe by means of increasing the resources or the branches, the expenses are going upward, as well as higher prices. If there is a goods has been raised in a higher rate, means obviously the prices has been raised, means the customers will reject the products. So that is why if the high cost means obviously there is a high prices, so that will be one of the drawback. Then market value also declining, because the quality, or they are not preferring the varieties, or they are not providing the choices. So that is why customers will be bored and they are influenced towards the competitors. And one of the drawback is by means of the innovators or the new market entry in the marketplaces, as well as loss of flexibilities and declining prestiges. Through this particular phase we can say that there are number of drawbacks or the problems may arises in the market for the retailer, maybe from the customer, or maybe the market conditions, or by means of the government regulations or the economic factor. So it is not a uncertainty, it may be an uncertain risk arises in this particular phase. So in this particular phase, as a retailer have to think, or he have to make a proper decision whether to wind up his business or retailing, or again he have to go with the first phase, that is a introduction phase, or to continue with the business or not. So that is why as a retailer have to face these particular phases, means he will be knowing about the what and all the opportunities in the future, or the risk what he have to consider, or how to challenge the risk. These all points that the retailer have to follow, and he have to continue his retail business. Thank you.